Social media burnout. Yikes. If you're a small business owner using social media to market your business, chances are you've experienced this. In fact, over 93% of people on social media marketing have admitted that they've experienced burnout in the last 6 months. 93%. That's a lot. So chances are if you're watching this video, you fit in. You get it. I know I do. I have been in business for over 6 years and have used social media the entire time. And there's definitely been times where I've been very burnt out. So what do we do about it? That's what I'm going to talk about in today's video. And hopefully you'll leave with some new tools in your tool belt to help you beat burnout so you can actually be on social media and enjoy it, sell more of your stuff, but not experience burnout. My name is Stephanie Parisi, and I love helping small business owners grow their influence and profits online using marketing strategies that actually work. And I'm also the leader of the Parisi Pack. Social media can take its toll. I get it. While it can be super fun to keep track of all the trends and connect with friends, and for most people be an amazing way to zone out with a few blissful hours or minutes of scrolling, for you, for me, it's different. While I love what I do, and chances are you love what you do, it's not so great when work is literally everywhere you turn and in your pocket. Hit that like button on this video if you know what I mean. So how do we manage it and actually succeed on social media, but not lose our sanity? Here's my top tips for you. Number 1, be honest with your relationship with social media. If you're a small business owner and you're posting videos or creating TikToks or Reels or using the platforms for business, your relationship is different with social media than other people's. For instance, your friends and family. For example, the other night I was at Cub Scouts with my oldest, Xavier, and my husband, and my youngest was there too. And we were watching my son get his badges. Now, my husband, he doesn't work a job on social media. And so he leaned over and he started asking me a question about something that he had seen on social. For him, it's normal, right? Like it's just something to talk about, fill the moment. But for me, it instantly brought me into work mode. Don't assume everyone will automatically understand why social media is complicated for you. I know my husband in that moment didn't. And so I lovingly said, hey, I don't really want to talk about this right now. Communication is usually the answer in that moment. Your people won't know until you tell them that it's just not a good time to talk about it because it brings you back into work mode. And I'm going to give you permission right now to tell you that it's okay to disconnect from work. Just let them know lovingly that, hey, you don't want to talk about it right now because it's going to bring you into work mode and you'd just rather disconnect and change the subject. As a small business owner using social media, I really want you to stop living for minute by minute updates or sales. And I get that this can be tricky, but again, think long-term, think big picture. This is a job that you want to have and do for years and years and years. You want to have a profitable business and grow it and gain time freedom and financial freedom. It can be really easy to get sucked in to checking your messages, constantly refreshing to see if anything new has happened in the last 45 seconds. And while developing stories and making sales are exciting and fascinating, having a good and strong mental health is a gift that keeps on giving. So don't trade your sanity for the short-term update or win. The information will still be there. So some things that you can do is, of course, turning off your notifications and then giving yourself permission to only check your phone at certain times of the day. And I understand that this can involve some discipline. So if it's easier, you can do things like I've done. Like I have a flip phone that sometimes I turn on and I turn off my other phone. So that way I can take my flip phone when I'm going places with my kids, or I let my husband know, hey, like if you need me, call me on my flip, because I'm turning off and I'm disconnecting from work. So do yourself a favor and take a break. And this kind of leads into tip number 3, which is to put your phone away. And let me clarify the difference between the notifications and checking your phone at certain times of day and what I mean by putting my phone away. So the world at large, the people who aren't using social media to sell something, really use social media as a distraction, especially in awkward situations. Maybe you're in an elevator. Maybe you're in a room of people waiting for something to happen. Yikes. You don't want to make eye contact with a stranger. And now you actually have this device in your pocket that you can pull out and poof, now the situation is less weird. But is this the correct answer for you in the moment? It's definitely the most common answer. Whether you're standing in a hallway at school with a bunch of parents that you don't know, I did that this morning at my kid's school party, or you're waiting at a restaurant for your table, or you're just chilling at the end of the night after a long day, the instinct is to pull out your phone. Everyone does it. But as a social seller, you aren't like everyone. We honor the relationship that you have with social media. And in that moment, when you pull out your phone, you're going from time off work to now thinking about work. So while your friends or your spouse can maybe pull out their phone and zone out, you can't. You're now hopping back into work mode. I get that we can't maybe put our phone away or go on a social media detox, as you probably hear your friends talk about, for days and weeks or months, because our job depends on us using social media. But we can cut down where possible. And so I want you to think of those different times in your day or in your week where you're pulling out your phone just because it's the socially acceptable thing to do, but it's not the healthy thing to do for you. If this helped you out, I want you to go to stephanieparisi.com and click on Pack Membership so you can see other helpful things that I can help you out with when it comes to your business on social media. One of the best parts about selling things online is the time freedom and the financial freedom that you can gain. But in exchange for that time and financial freedom, if you lose your emotional freedom because of struggling with social media burnout, it's just not going to be worth it. So go to stephanieparisi.com, click on the Pack Membership. I'd love to help you more. While you're on my channel, check out either of these 2 videos that are popping up on the screen. They're here to help you win in business. And I'll be back next week with another new video.